Subscribe to Gizmo Times and get notified about our latest videos by hitting the bell icon.
Hey guys, welcome to Gizmo Time. So this is Chetan and this is the Nokia 3.2 smartphone that comes with a 6.26-inch display, and along with that there is Qualcomm Snapdragon 429 mobile platform, and along with that this Adreno 504 GPU. So it's a quad-core chipset that comes with the 2.0 GHz of clock speed, and in this video we are going to do a quick gaming review of the phone, and we'll be obviously playing the PUBG Mobile game. And the other specs include 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB storage for this particular variant, which has a fingerprint sensor on the back. So in case you're planning to buy one of these phones, the 2 GB RAM variant won't have the fingerprint sensor while this one has it. So here, firstly, the battery percentage is what we're going to take a look at. Here it is. Battery is at 100%, and we'll be keeping that in status bar. So that's at 100%, and let's also check out the temperature right now. It's about 32.6 degrees on the front of the device, and on the back of the phone it's about 33.2. So typical temperatures, and that is what the room temperature also should be. So it's 32.2 the room temperature, almost the same. And now let's start playing the PUBG Mobile game here to check it out and see what are the graphic settings that are possible in this, and along with that whether it's able to handle those settings which are possible here. It should be a very basic performance, and also the graphics might not be supported at any large graphic settings. It should be a maximum of medium settings. So we'll be checking that out as well, and after that we'll play the game for some time. Might not play the full game. It should be just to judge whether the gameplay is going on fine or not. So this is the PUBG Mobile game. The speaker is located towards the bottom of the phone, and the earphone jack is present on the top of the device. That's here. Now let me reduce the volume first, and we'll talk about the graphics that are possible. The graphic settings that are possible here are smooth and medium, and smooth and low. And for the other settings, it won't support HD, HDR or Ultra HD. It's balanced low and medium. So balanced medium is what we are going to set it at. And since this is the notch display, on the default setting what happens is it's creating a black bar over here, and that is when you have the notch display, and you see it's already lagging even in the settings. So I don't expect much from this phone when we talk about the gaming part of it. It's on normal. So now if I set it to notched, and now we'll have to restart the game, and then we'll play the game. The chipset certainly is not able to handle things quite well. You can see that it's lagging a bit. So even with the notched setting, there was no change. There's still that black bar on the left of the device, and so there's no difference here when you set it to notched or normal. But there is one newer gap that is set on the right side of the device. So let me go this way and see if it changes anything. There's no change, so we'll have to play it this way. For now we'll play it, and let me start the game now. It's a little sluggish, easily noticeable that when you're moving around you see that it's not that smooth. But yeah, we are in the matching, so once it starts we'll see if it is the same. So it's lagging quite a lot. You can notice that here it's not smooth at all, but yeah, it's still trying to handle whatever is possible. Though if you can see, the graphics rendering is not good at all, and usually that's not because of the game, it's because I'm not sure what is happening. Yeah, now it at least has rendered stuff. So it's lagging so badly that it's even hard to shoot at the person. If this is the situation with a bot, you can imagine how bad it would be if there are actual enemies around. So it's not able to handle things at all. Let me now try to change the graphics to smooth. So after going to smooth, there is some change. It's not lagging that badly, but I'll go to the lower setting as well after this, because for now still, even though it's better than what it was with the other graphic setting, it still isn't so good that you would be comfortable while playing the game. So I'll be changing that to lower setting and see if it works there, if it's fine enough. I just had to rotate the device because the speaker was getting muffled here. The sound wasn't coming out well. So far, I would say that it's not impressive. It's just that the game is supported. That's the only good thing here. But there is no good graphic settings available here, and along with that, even on whatever the settings are possible, it seems like a very compromised gameplay. It's not that you would be liking the gameplay here. Now I've set it to low. It's not even medium. Now it's low. Just to see if lesser resources are going to change anything for the game. So now it feels better, but obviously you have compromised with the graphic quality itself. So obviously the resources needed are lesser and there's lesser load on the CPU and GPU. But if you want a better graphics, then you'll get a maximum of medium, but that is when you saw that the performance was not that good. So in a way it's a compromise this way or that way. So you rather will have to give up with the graphics so that you get a good gameplay. But if you want better graphics, then your gameplay would be quite bad. So I guess that's it in this video. We won't be doing a lot more than this. This was a quick gameplay review, and even with what we did, we understood that the gameplay is not that smooth, and you might rather be disappointed if you play games on this phone, and if you're buying it for gaming particularly. There is nowhere phone you should be buying for playing games. For the less graphic games, you can still play games like Subway Surfer and Temple Run. Those kind of games can be played well, but games like PUBG Mobile, they won't be doing well here. So that's it in this video. We'll be ending this with first the temperature check, and I'll also tell you for how long we played the game, and then we'll see how it did. So firstly going down. So the battery percentage that is left right now is 96%, which is like 4% of the battery used, and the game we played was for about 12 to 13 minutes, I guess. But for based on the video that we have taken, it's about 12 to 13 minutes of gameplay, and 4% of the battery was drained there. And the phone has heated up to about 40.5, which is not something you might be worried about. You should not be worried about that. Again, on the back also, it's almost the same, 40.3 degrees, and that's okay. The only issue is with the gameplay itself, with the game performance. This is not a phone that you might be taking for gaming. It's quite compromised with the chipset, Snapdragon 429, and the graphics are possible anyway at quite low settings, and even in that you might have to go to the lower one so that you get a better gameplay. So that was it in this video. I hope you like this video, and if you do share and subscribe because sometimes for more. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.